Hey, lovelies. Welcome to our live. I just caught DeAndra on. I told her, I'm not going to have you on it first. And then she went on anyway. So welcome to Livemas 2023. I am so very excited. DeAndra's finishing up Getting Gorgeous for all of you. And I am so excited to have her on tonight for the live. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. I have some challenges for DeAndra. You all were able to share some questions. And I also wanted to let all of you know that if you have any questions for tonight for her, you can feel free to drop them in the chat and I will be taking a few of those. So we have a lot of fun planned for you tonight and thank you all so much for joining. But if we haven't met before, my name is Kelly and I'm a professional hair and makeup artist. And here on my channel, I strive to keep beauty real, honest, real relatable, and real fun. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, don't forget to click subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. All right, so I feel like seeing everybody in the chat here, most of you know about Devinah Cosmetics, but if anybody happens to join in tonight, Devinah Cosmetics is a beautiful indie brand that I've just really come to not only love, but honestly be obsessed with. And I feel like as creators, we tend to throw that word around a lot, but y'all, I just can't get enough of this brand. And so I have gotten to know the beautiful, gorgeous, and stunningly creative CEO of this brand, DeAndra, over the years. And I am so excited that she offered to come in on this live. I think that one of the things that I love about DeAndra is she is truly a part of the makeup community, the beauty community, and really loves, just loves makeup like we do and just wants to really hear what the consumer is looking for and just loves to have as much fun with all the sparklies, the shifties, the beautiful shades as we do. So we are going to be bringing her on in just a moment, but I just want to say hi to a few of you in the chat. Hey, Kelsey, thanks for popping in. I was just sharing with DeAndra your package that was like going all over the West Coast because we were talking about postal carrier woes. Hey, Jody. Hey, Cecily. I saw that Natalia hopped on for a moment. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Jill. We've got so many great people here in the house tonight. So I just want to thank all of you for being a part of Livemas. You know that this is something that I love to do every year as a hair and makeup artist. This time of year is it's crunch time for me. So I don't necessarily have time to do like Vlogmas where we're doing videos every single day, but I did want to say thank you to the community. So I like to do a live video every single week. And here we are today with DeAndra. So this is going to be a fun one. So without further ado, let's bring on the gorgeous woman herself, Miss DeAndra.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
I'm so excited to be here. And I was right in the middle of trying to send the link for this live in stories, but let me do it really quick.
Go
How
for
are
it.
you guys doing?
Yeah, we have, we're already starting to get some questions rolling in.
Yeah, I know. I just looked and I was like, oh, I have a bad habit. If you guys have seen my lives that I've been doing, I'm so not used to this. So just bear with me because sometimes I look at the comments and I'll get distracted. Thank you, Kelly, for having me on your channel. I'm so excited to be here.
Oh my gosh, we are so excited. This is my pleasure. I mean, I was just so excited to get to bring you on and, be able to feature you and of course your brand, because I think anybody who's ever seen any content on my channel knows that I just love the things that you create. So thanks for being here tonight.
And I appreciate you so much for that. And I was so excited when you asked me, hey, do you want to be on my part of my Livemas? So I was like, yeah, hello. Of course I want to. So thank you. And thank you to all of you guys that are here too in the chat. I was trying to say hi to most of you. I may have missed some of you, but if you're here and you're typing in a live chat, hi and welcome. I'm so glad that you're here with both of us.
And you have been doing quite the lives yourself. I know you were doing them on Instagram and then you started on your own channel doing your Devinah After Dark videos, which I think everybody's really been loving. So for anybody that isn't already following DeAndra, make sure you're following. I have her YouTube linked in my description box so you can follow along for the next time she does lives. It's a great way to just kind of get some more insight into Devinah, but also some sneak peeks. I love that you sneak peeked what was coming out for Black Friday this year. So I think we all really enjoyed that. And it's just, I think that really is what, in my opinion, sets you apart as a brand owner, is that you truly are part of this community. I feel like there are makeup brands out there where it's like some stiff in a suit who has never ever picked up a mascara wand that, is like creating makeup. And I think that you're just so connected to makeup lovers. And I think that that's really, what I just love about Devinah.
Yeah, I agree with that. And my lives, they did start on Instagram, and I would just do, I don't know, just something when I would sit here and do my makeup, I'm like, I'm just gonna go live on Instagram really quick and see who comes in. And when I started doing the lives earlier this year, that's when I had the brushes and I was using the glues and I wanted to say what I was using, but I was just going to town doing my makeup and then I'd pop off. And then I would have people say, "Oh, why don't you save the lives?" They were so unedited and raw and not filtered. I was like, "No." And I would talk about on some of the lives, I would talk about the most strangest things ever. No, I'm not keeping those on the page. So, but now that I'm doing Divine After Dark, it was something that I've been wanting to do because I feel like I see so many people that have, so many people take Davina Cosmetics, like the products, and they use them in different ways. And I use the products, I feel I use them very different than the norm of our Davina supporters who do wear the makeup. So I was like, I should go on. That way I could show people like the difference. Like, this is how I use them because a lot of people may be like, a little shocked, like, what? Because my style is just so different. I mean, I love dark colors. I'm a dark color person.
Mhm.
So that's what kind of, when I was doing the Instagram lives, that's what kind of pushed me. And then it just dawned on me one day. I was like, oh, if I go live, because I work so many hours during the day, the only time that I would have to go live would be at night. So it would be like Davina After Dark after I'm done working. And it just, I don't know, it had a good ring to it. It would separate my, like if I do other type of content, non-makeup related, it separates Davina from my little obsessions that I have. So
Yeah.
I just figured it was a fun little thing to do for people.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think people like the, I mean, there's something to being authentic, and n- like I think that that is something that everyone relates to you on, right? It's you are very much yourself. You're very much open and like, hey, this is me. Take it, leave it, whatever. And
Yeah,
when you were talking about the way that you use your products or the way we all wear makeup, I mean, I think it's so interesting. Like if you give people 5 items, everyone is going to come up with something slightly different. And
right.
like that was like when we were talking before we started the live and just talking about like, well, eventually as a makeup wearer, you find what works for your eye shape, or you find
Right.
over time you have to change what works for your eye shape. Hello, gravity. You know what I mean? So some of those
Yeah,
things that it's
exactly.
like, and it's just relatable because I think that's why we can find a bunch of different people that are using makeup in all different ways. And I think for me, like knowing when someone creates a product and it's like, okay, this is how I'm planning on wearing it. This is how I have been obviously testing it, right? To see like how it
Hmm.
works out well. I think that's really what you
Hmm.
bring to the table here is like, hey, this is how I created this. This is, what I found works best. I've obviously been working with this behind the scenes way before it's ever launched. And
Yeah.
so yeah, I think that that's just really cool. So like I said, I feel like most people in the audience here kind of know you, but go ahead and say whatever you're going to say. But if you want to share anything about yourself, about the brand, I'd love to just kind of have a little time to hear what you would like to share
Okay.
with us.
So about me, DeAndra. So I am 46. I was born and raised. I'll just give you like a little personal information. Why not?
Yeah.
I was born in Santa Monica, 2 minutes from Santa Monica Pier, and born and raised there, and grew up all of my life in LA. And then I had a hair in my butt in 2019. Was it 2019? Yes. To move out of California. I was tired of everything in California is very high. And we did own our own home, but I wanted to pick up and move. I didn't want to stay there anymore. So me and my significant other, Roger, that you guys all hear me talk about on Davina After Dark, we decided to pick up our entire house and business and move to Oregon. But before we did that, we came out to Oregon, to Salem, Oregon, it was the week of Halloween because I'm a big Halloween person. So I had to see what it was like out here for the holiday. So we came out the week before Halloween. I absolutely fell in love when we got out of the airport. And it's so funny. Portland Airport is tiny compared to LAX. I could
Oh my
not
gosh, I can't
believe
even imagine the contrast.
when we like walked out of the gate and I was like, wait, this is it? Like the doors are right there to get to your car or whatever for someone to pick you up. I was like, wait, what? We're done? Like we barely walked to these doors. Like the gate was just right there. So I love that. When we walked into the airport, I was like, oh my God, this is wonderful. So as we're driving, and when we walked out of the door and as we're driving, we had the windows down. It smelled like freaking Christmas trees,
Oh, wow.
strong Christmas trees. And I was like, oh my God, do you smell that? Do you smell that? It was so nice. So to make a long story short, I fell in love and I told Roger, I was like, by Halloween next year, we're going to live here. And he's like, you're crazy. No, we're not. We got to sell our house. We got to do all this. I said, trust me, by Halloween next year, we're going to be here. And by Halloween next year, we were in Salem, Oregon. Halloween was canceled because of
Oh yeah. Oh, bad timing.
the
Yep.
yeah.
Mhm.
And I still decorated outside because obviously we moved all of our belongings up. So we've been here ever since and I love it. And I will never move back to California again. And it's crazy because I'm a diehard LA person. I love that city, but I don't love it enough to move back. And we actually left our entire family. Our kids still live in LA. I'm going to be a grandma at the end of this
Yes,
year,
congratulations. That's so
or the end of this
exciting.
month. I know, I'm so excited. I'm going to be a grandma. I'm sad that my grandchild isn't going to have, their grandma because I'm a very big lover. So I'm a little sad that she won't have that. It's a little girl, but I'll never go back to California again. Never. This is my place. I love it here. Just driving in the roads, driving the coast, the ocean is very different here than LA. There's more, it's really dramatic here, really moody and dramatic. So if you see like those little memes on Instagram that says, I like this weather, but I crave this weather. And it looks like it may be Oregon, like rocky coasts.
Uh-huh.
That's exactly what it looks like here. And that's my jam. That's my vibe. I've always loved rain, dark clouds. I love gloomy weather. So that's a little bit about my history and me. Devinah, on the other hand, I have two boys. I don't have any daughters. So the name Devinah was what I was going to name if I did have a girl. It was between Devinah or Deja. I love the name Deja as well.
Yeah.
So when I developed Devinah and it was coming into play, it just felt right and normal to name the brand as Devinah, as what my daughter's name would be. So I went with it. It was like a no-brainer. It felt so comfortable to do that.
That's cool. I did not know that. I did not know that, how you named the brand. So that's awesome.
Yeah. So when people say, and we are a handmade brand, everything that we make here is handmade. Everything that we do is either done by myself or Roger. We do it together. And it's crazy because when people say, brand owners shouldn't get so like emotional over what other people say. I don't believe in that statement. When there's a brand owner, I mean, it could be anything, not just makeup related, but if you think of a wood carver, somebody who carves wood, and if you critique that wood carver so bad, that's his life. That's what that wood carver is going to do. You are going to hurt that man's feeling or that woman's feeling, whoever it is. That's their brand, their business soul. So they can't have an emotional detachment from them putting hard work. Now, if I was a brand owner where I can see where if you're a brand owner where you're not emotionally invested in, meaning you're not putting all of not just your mind and your creativity, but your hands into everything, then I can see where you could be emotionally detached. But, you know, it just puts us, a lot of people look at us like we're other bigger indie brands, and we're not. We really are not. We're just a small 2-person ran business that we can pick up and leave. If we want to leave Oregon, we can leave Oregon and go to another state because Devinah comes with us. She's our baby and she goes with us wherever we go.
Right. There's no corporate office somewhere. It's like,
Yeah.
it's you and Roger. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's a little bit of the backstory of Devinah. So she is named, the brand is named after what I would, if I had a daughter, what I would have named her. But I wasn't born to be a mom of a daughter. I think I was born to be a boy mom because I love my boys. Yeah.
Yeah. It seems like you have a really strong connection with them. Like, just from seeing your Instagram stories and things, you know, I think that there's a special relationship with, you know, a mom and son. So that's really special.
Yeah.
And you just celebrated 8 years with Devinah, right? You just had
Yes.
8-year birthday. So that's,
yes. Oh,
that is so awesome. And I think
that's
that,
another
you know, like
thing.
you
So,
said, is
oh, go ahead.
when, you know, people who don't realize like a small brand could mean so many. I mean, I don't know, like there's no cap off on that. But when it's literally 2 people, like I think about, okay, when you're launching a new product, you know, it's like, okay, so for instance, the new Fantasia palette, right? So you have the palette itself, and then you have these 9 shades. So it's you and Roger making the shades. You have a pressing machine now, though, right? They're hand poured, but you're finally able to not have to hand press, but like sleeving them. I mean, cleaning everything up in between shades. You know, if you've ever seen, like, I think most of us have seen some behind the scenes that you've done. It's like everything has to be cleaned, everything has to be sleeved and then packed and shipped. And all of that is being done by 2 people, you know? So just thinking about the sheer amount of time that goes into that. And like you said, that's why like your heart and soul goes into everything that you create, you know? And so obviously like you're trying to make the best quality possible. And I think that it's just amazing seeing what the 2 of you have created in these 8 years. Oh, I'm having a little lag. Is it me that's lagging, or did we lose DeAndra? I can't quite tell. So I'm just, while I'm seeing if she's gonna pop back in here. Okay, we must have lost DeAndra. So she'll come back in. But uh, while we're waiting for her to come back, I just wanted to address some of the comments and then also let you guys know that tonight, of course, as always in Livemas, I do have a giveaway going on this week. And so all I ask is that people are present for this live. I love having you all here with me. So you will be able to get the magic emoji in a few minutes that you'll have to drop into the comments, and then you'll be able to join. She's DeAndra's back, so I'll pull her in a minute. So then once you've dropped that emoji, and I would be pleased to have you hang out with us for the rest of the live, there will be a Google form in the description of this live that you can go and fill out to be able to enter into the giveaway. And I'll be sharing the details, the emoji you need, what's in the giveaway in just a little bit. So I'm going to pop DeAndra back here. Hey, girl. Technology, you know how that goes. It's okay.
Yes,
It's no big deal.
Guys.
No, you're good. So I just wanted to say, because I saw Cecily mentioned missing the Black Friday. Oh, Cecily, where did your comment go? She was saying that she missed the Black Friday sales, but that she wanted to grab the new bases. Here we are. So I just wanted to let everybody know that in case they missed it, right now you are doing a 20% off gift card sale on the site.
Yes.
So it's basically a sale on money. And then y'all, you can stack codes on top of that gift card purchase. So you purchase yourself a gift card and you decide that you want to go shopping, you can use a code. I mean, there are lots of creator codes out there. Mine's Keep Beauty Real, so that would save you 20% off. There's also one on the site. So you can stack that code on top of your discount, and you can use it now. You can use it later. If you are excited to see what the brand is launching in 2024, you can hang on to it. You can give it as gifts, and you're getting that discount. So Cecily, if you're going to buy the bases, which I definitely recommend because I'm really loving them, get yourself a gift card. That's all I'm going to say.
Right.
Okay.
Get the gift card. That what you do is you get the gift card, check out with the gift card only. and then come back and buy the bases using your gift card, because you already bought your gift card at 20% off, right? So then you come back into the shop, add your bases to your cart, check out using your gift card, and now you pretty much are getting a 40% discount because you're using a 20% off code with the gift card that you just bought 20% off. It's makeup math.
Yeah.
And I love doing our gift card sale because of that.
Yeah. And the fact that she's sharing the secrets with you, y'all, like, because a lot of people will be like, oh, okay, because she's obviously giving you the opportunity to get an even better discount. So I'm just gonna say that. Oh, great, awesome. We have another lover of the bases. I'm loving that too, because this is one of your new products. So I just wanted to share some of the love on that. So I think that they're awesome. And the value, y'all, like I'm sure you didn't see it, DeAndra, but I put the Prelusion base in my monthly favorites because this has just been so awesome. And the price on it, even at full price, $10, like I'm like, how, that's an amazing deal. I mean, I have this one. I got the Nars
eligible.
one. Yeah, cool. So you can use a code. So you can get a gift card for 20% off and then use a code for another 20% off.
Yeah.
So this one, I can't see it anymore. So this has 0.88 fluid ounces in it for $10. The Nars one that I got, which honestly I'm not really like all that excited about, is 0.28 ounces. And this one's $10, $26. This one is like 3 times as much. So I'm just saying, if there's anything you're going to pick up, that would be one of the things.
They're saying they love the makeup math. Hi, Debbie. I see you. She says, yes, love makeup math.
Yes.
You'd be surprised. Yeah. Some people miss out on that. They don't do the makeup math. Like, oh, let me just buy the gift card, check out, and then come back in and buy what I want to buy with the gift card and put a discount code. So
yes, absolutely do that. Okay, so I thought I've got a couple challenges for DeAndra tonight, but before we jump into that, I thought, don't be scared. So before we do that, I thought we could take a couple questions. So let me see. Okay, I'm gonna start with this one. I think I know the answer, but I'm gonna let you answer this. So Sunny is asking, hey, DeAndra, do you think you'll release Frostbane as a single? It's my fave from Fantasia, and it's so beautiful as a highlighter. I know you get a lot of questions about whether or not you're going to be releasing them as singles.
Okay, so I know everybody knows Devinah or learns if they're new to Devinah that we're the eyeshadow emporium. You come to us for your single eyeshadows so you can build your own color stories. But Fantasia, okay, so no, to answer your question, no, it's not going to be available as a single. Why? Because of Mystic Cove and Sea of Shadows. We had so blame those 2 collections. We had, when we released those this year, I had you guys, I can't tell you how many I had. I had an enormous amount of people, both on Instagram and in my emails. I get a lot of emails from longtime customers, new customers, and I love it because I'm chatty and it's like pen pals. I've mentioned this in one of my lives. So I love, and if you write, I even mentioned this on one of my lives, if you leave me a note on your order, I write you back. Like I physically write you back. I make Roger wait and like, hold on, I got to write a letter to this person, and I write back. I love it. There's no, like, you don't see penmanship around anymore, and I love writing. So with Mystic Cove and Sea of Shadows, we had so many people ask us about the artwork that I had. And I was just creating artwork, which started with Winter of the Wicked. With Winter of the Wicked, which was a bundle that I curated from our existing core line in January of this year. I had this really pretty gothic with it was like a blue color staircase. And it just gave like this whole winter wicked feel, and I was like, oh my god, this will go so perfect with this blue color story that I built. So I put that image with the bundle in our shop. Then came Mystic Cove and Sea of Shadows, and I grabbed the images that I wanted for those, had those created, and put those similar to what I did for Winter of the Wicked. You would not believe how many people we had send messages and emails. Oh my god, can I get a pellet with this image? I love it. Oh my god, is this a pellet? Oh my god, can I get all of these shades in a palette? And me and Roger are sitting and looking at each other, and we had like light bulb, light bulb, light bulb, light bulb, light bulb, light bulb go off. And we're like, should we do a palette? So we had the pellets made for Mystic Cove, Sea of Shadows, created the extension packs, which are no longer available. The extension packs were made for all of our customers who had already purchased Sea of Shadow, or well, either the Sea of Shadows or the Mystic Cove bundles. That was like a way to bundle everything together so that they can grab the new shades that we made to complete the 9-pan and then get the pellet. So it was like a thank you type of bundle for them. Then we came out with Fantasia, and I already knew what I wanted. Like I already knew that I wanted to do this color story, but then I was like, Roger, we're going to do a pellet for Fantasia. And he's like, a pellet? And I was like, we're going to do a pellet. No singles are going to be available. You can get singles from other brands that are handmade, that put their pellets together. You can't get singles from them. And he's like, oh my God, are you serious? You want to do it? And I was like, yeah, let's do it. And he's like, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. And he pumped me up to where I was like, okay. And we felt solid about doing it. And I did shock people. I did get DMs. I did get emails. Why are you not releasing singles? Why are you not doing this? Well, because we're 8 and, Devinah's 8 years old, and we're just taking a slight little detour. We're going to go this way a little bit and see how this little path works out for us. And that's when Fantasia was born as a pellet.
So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And these colors, now, I have seen people say like, oh, I think there should be a darker shade, or I think there should have been a lighter shade, or maybe, different shimmers. And that's fine. Everybody can, critique the way they want. This pellet was specifically designed as just a bundle of singles. So when I made it, it was just a shade, kind of like our carnival suites. Mm-hmm. There's no rhyme or reason to our carnival suites. It's just a bundle of beautiful shimmers. This was a bundle of like unicorn names. I already had the vision for this. So does it look like, everybody can use this? Yeah, you can. It's grungy, and you can definitely add other shades to it, but it's just, oh my God, I was just so happy for this that it came through. So no, singles are not going to be available for Fantasia. As much as I would love to, I feel like I would be doing that whole vision that we actually had a disservice. So,
well, and I think that you've had people asking for, will you do a palette? Will you do a palette? I mean, anytime you've said like, hey, we want to know what people want. And they're like, do a palette. And then,
yes, we have.
And not that you're making this limited edition, but it's sort of a way for people to get like a fully created vision of colors. But like you said, I mean, you can. I love that even these like individually panned palettes, I love that you have the little notch here that we can like take these out and be able to very easily like pop in other colors. So like, let's say you're like, oh, I want to take out this and put in a darker matte or like one nude to be able to have like a safety color, to be able to do like almost like a one and done or something, and be able to sort of cater it a little bit, but that it was all one artistic vision in the beginning. So I think that that's great. So I saw that one come through and I was like, I know we got to answer this one, because I know you've gotten that question.
And about the palettes, because we are a single eyeshadow brand, I mean, we are. This is just our first curated palette. We are a single eyeshadow brand. It was really important for me to not put the names, just so people know, like, the thought process behind our palettes. We are a single eyeshadow brand. And for me as a makeup wearer, if I'm going on vacation, I may not, and I want to take my Fantasia palette with me, I may not want to take all these shades. Mm-hmm. Me personally, DeAndra, I'm speaking on myself. I might want to pop in different shades that I know I'm going to wear for the specific place that I'm going to, but I want to take this palette because I like it and it's going to look pretty and it's just something that I want to enjoy. It was very important for me to not put the shadow names on the palette because me personally, I can't do that, you guys. I cannot stick eyeshadows in a palette that has a name on it already. I can't. I
I can't
can't
deal with
do
that
it.
level
I
of
can't.
commitment.
It bugs me. I don't know what it is about it, but it bugs me. So because I know there's probably other people who may feel the same, whether it's the minority or the majority. I feel it was better to just leave it like this so
Yeah.
that you can take this palette with you to like Hawaii, for instance, but you don't want to wear these colors in Hawaii. So that was the whole thought process behind the palette. No names. We do not want names in the palettes. That way you can,
Make it
interchange
your
the
own
way
flavor.
you want to.
Well, and I was gonna say, even for me, I think all of us, our brains work a little bit differently in how we create color stories on our face. So it's like, the way that I'm gonna see and have the easiest way to use colors is gonna be different than the way that you wanna see it placed in a palette. You know, some people might want all the mattes together. Some people might want, like, I think I did like cools on the top, the warmer shades on the bottom, you know, the kind of like randoms in the middle. And some people were like, oh no, I just want it all mixed up. And then it like is kind of like eyeshadow roulette, and it just makes me create new things. So it's like
Right.
it keeps that creativity open to the user, you know, because like we can
Right.
flip flop
Yeah.
stuff around. And like you said, I'm the same. Like my Virgo heart, there's no way I'm gonna put one shadow that says it's something else in this in this other spot. I can't do that.
Yeah.
So it just
I
kind of
can't
keeps
do
that.
that.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
do that.
So I really like that. Okay, one more question, girl, and then it's game time. You better get ready.
Okay.
So
Oh
I'm
my
gonna take
God.
one. DeAndra actually did a little Instagram story, and she asked some people from her Instagram, and I thought, let's see. I'm gonna see. So let's go with a little bit of a juicy one. What are your pet peeves? I'm trying to see if I can see who this. Oh, it doesn't say the
Oh.
creator that it's from. What are your pet peeves? Oh, yeah.
Um, when it comes to work, like when it comes to Devinah,
I don't
that can
know. They
be
didn't say.
juicy. At my personal life, pet peeves is having sinks in the dishes. I
Mm,
hate that.
mhm.
Um, when it comes to work, dang, you really want me to answer that
Yeah.
one?
Oh,
Okay, pet
Debbie, was
peeves.
this I think this was Debbie's question. So
Oh,
I'm
was it you, Debbie, in
yeah,
general?
okay.
Okay. All right. So in general, my pet
Dishes in the
peeves
sink?
are dishes in the sink. I cannot stand dishes in the sink, but don't let me fool you. I will leave dishes in the sink, but I can't stand it. I hate it. It's the worst thing ever. It's so ugly. Dishes in the sink is my pet peeve. Another pet peeve is driving on the street with a bunch of stupid people. I have road rage.
That doesn't surprise me. I'm not
Bad.
gonna lie.
I have road rage bad. I will flip you off like there is no tomorrow. Oh my God. I will fight you. Roger has had to keep me inside the car a couple of times for people being really stupid on the street. I will jump out of my car and I will fight you. I will fight. I will fist fight for being dumb. I can't stand dumb drivers. That's probably one of my biggest pet peeves too.
Are you a
Um,
backseat driver? Or do
no.
you drive or does Roger drive? Like when you guys are together?
For the majority, okay. So I'm not gonna lie, Roger drives a majority of the time. Why? Because I'm like this on Instagram, talking to people. I'm
Sure.
always on Instagram. So, and then sometimes he'll say, okay, you drive today. I'm like, Roger, no, I gotta share people's stories. No, Roger, I haven't done anything on Instagram yet. Let me go and answer people and talk to people. So
Yeah.
most of the time he's driving, and that's my Instagram time. So if I respond to your comment, I'm probably in the car.
That's funny. Yeah. So, yeah, I was actually gonna say the same thing. We have LMAO, it's that LA road rage.
Oh my God,
Seriously, it was like
Ruben.
mhm. Yep.
Ruben, you
So
know
that's
me, dude. I
probably
will fight you. I will. Let me take out my earrings. Hold on. Let me
oh.
take this out. Let me. Give me your
Right.
rings. I need more rings. Let me put some more rings
so
on
funny.
because we're
my
going
gosh.
for it.
That is hilarious. That is
But
hilarious.
it's fun. I
Okay.
make people crack up when there's people in the car with us. It's a fun time.
Yeah, I bet. Well, I will definitely make sure that I am the passenger and not the driver if we're ever in a car together, because I will be like, okay, I'm gonna let you do your thing. I'll come bail you out. Okay,
Oh
so
my God, that's
we're
so
gonna do a
funny.
little challenge. All right. So I have picked out some shades and we're gonna see if DeAndra can guess her own shadows. So I'm gonna do some swatching and you all can play
I'm gonna have
along
to
in the
really look at
comments.
these.
But DeAndra, don't look at the comments because you can't. This is not phone a friend, okay? You can't cheat because people can play along, but I don't want you getting hints from people. Okay, so I've got 9 shades here. I try to pick out a little bit of everything for everybody. So I'm going to start with the one that's on my lids. So that's the center shade here. I'm going to get out some whites. All right. So I'll show it.
Okay, wait,
I'll show it in the pan.
Let me see it on my phone.
And since I'm having to work on my laptop, since my camera won't work with my
Oh, that has to be. Oh, I already know which one that is.
Oh, you think you do? Okay, let me give her a nice little swatch here.
Yeah,
We're gonna do DeAndra style juicy swatches.
Oh my God, I'm so nervous. Watch me get my freaking own shadows wrong. This is gonna be so freaking.
I'm gonna have to turn down the center light. Hold on.
Okay, I know which one that is.
Okay.
That has to be Zombie or Ritual.
It is.
It's Zombie.
It's Zombie Reborn. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's
Okay.
Zombie.
Yep. I knew.
Wow. Okay. 1 for 1. Yes, this is from the Laveau collection. This is probably my favorite shade from Laveau. So you can see, I mean, you can see it probably better on my eyes here. It's got that beautiful.
And I'm not.
Oh, you're not cheating.
So I don't.
Okay.
I'm not cheating. I'm looking. It's easier for me to see the color on my phone, so I'm not cheating.
Hey, Alicia, thanks for popping in. All right, so let's go to the lighter side of life here. I should have probably written these down. Now I have to take them out. Oh, yeah, okay. This is one that I've actually been
them anyways.
Wearing a lot. Let's see if we can get it up. The iridescence. Oh, I'm having to work with my laptop camera, so I'm like, so by the way, evidently when Mac updated their operating system, now Canon cameras don't connect to Mac. So now I'm having to wait for a better update so that I can connect my camera for lives. Ooh.
Oh my God, what is that? Hold on, I'm waiting for it to come up on my phone. Here we go. Is that Nicomas?
No. Anybody have any guesses?
Is that from, it's a Sugar Drop. Puffles.
No. One more guess.
No?
I'm waiting to see if it comes up into the
Boom Sour.
No, it's Bubble Fizz. Bubble Fizz.
Get the heck out of here. It is?
Unless
God.
Unless you mislabeled it. I think it's Bubble Fizz. Hey, okay, so you're 1 for 2. That's not bad. All right.
I want to pull that shadow out. That shadow actually looks pretty. I want to wear that.
So I've been using it on my inner corner a lot, actually. All right, I'm gonna let this dry off my hand a little bit.
God, you look so pretty. I'm watching you and you look so pretty.
Oh, thank you. So I have obviously Zombie on my lid, and then I might have even actually, I use Marama in my inner corner. No, I used Fairy Fire in my inner corner. And then
that's what I have on, Fairy Fire.
Oh, we match. I love that. Colorful Tales was asking which bundle Bubble Fizz is from.
Carnival Sweets.
Okay. All right. I have another one. This is going to be an easy one. I probably won't even need to swatch.
That's an Aurora Flare. Okay, let me see. I think I already know. That's Polaris.
Yeah, it's Polaris. All right. I'm going to.
Okay.
Oh, Yeah. So being bio girl says, bubble fizz, I need it. You do need it. It's super pretty. Like I tried to pick out some, I tried to pick out some that I feel like haven't been talked about recently. You have so many beautiful shades. It's easy to like get into the ones that we, know and love. And I just wanted something that's kind of
That one
maybe
is
under
so pretty.
celebrated. So,
I
Polaris.
love that one.
It's just like liquid mermaid. Like
I want to
that's
wear
just what
that
it makes me think of.
one.
So good. Okay, so this is a good
I'm
time
gonna
to
start
announce
watching and quizzing you.
Oh, well, they're not my babies. They're your babies. Okay, next live. You can quiz me. Whew, I'm gonna have to do some studying. Okay, so we're a ways in here, so I wanted to announce the emoji to be able to enter the giveaway, and I will we'll do a couple more swatches and I'll let you know what's going to be the giveaway. But the emoji that I want, this is probably going to give it away. But y'all, the emoji for tonight's giveaway is going to be a unicorn. So pop a unicorn emoji in the live chat here, and then you will be eligible to sign up for the giveaway using the Google form that's in the description box of this video. You probably know what part of the giveaway is going to be.
Drop those emojis, you guys.
Okay. So also because they're in here right now, I wanted to announce the giveaway winner of last week. And last week I did a little skincare bundle, and I'm just going to pop up one of their comments. So Jalissa, you won my giveaway from last week. So congratulations. And we'll catch up on Instagram. So you can hit me up in the DMs and I'll get your shipping stuff. So congratulations on winning last week. Thanks for coming. So I will, by the way, be announcing tonight's giveaway winner in next week's live for everybody. Okay. So, I'm just going to pull this one up. Well, where did I just lost Steven's comment. So Steven, they said, not a question, more of a request, but they would love a collection of earthy, grungy multi-chromes. Earthy, grungy multi-chromes. Okay. So I think that this is kind of an earthy, grungy multi-chrome. So I'm going to swatch this one. So, here we go.
Okay, let me look. That's Aquila.
Oh, I'm going to swatch it.
It's not.
Mm-mm. I think once you see it swatched. Yeah, once you see the base of this, you'll know.
Oh, is that messier?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's messier.
Messier. Okay.
Yeah. I knew once you saw it swatch, I was like, oh, you're just seeing the flash. Yeah. So this to me is definitely like, I love this one so much. The base of it is kind of grungy, but it has so much bright, beautiful. Oh, so good. So good.
Yeah. I love that one too.
Now, is this from Galaxy Dust Shifters?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Galaxy Dust Shifters is still my number one tippy top favorite bundle from Devinah. Like, I just think that I just love how smooth they are. They're super shifty. You can wear them over colors. You can wear them on their own. Like, I love them. They make my heart so happy. So I had to share one of those in here. All right, so so this is one. I'm pulling this one out because I think, obviously, a lot of people know Devinah for shifty, sparkly, like multi-chromes, but I think you have some really beautiful shimmer, like metallic colors. And so I wanted to pull this one out because this is one that makes my heart really happy. It's been around a while.
Oh, I think I know. Is that Sybil?
Close.
Shit.
Think warmer.
Hold on, I have to get out of my lights. Let me see. Diva?
Yeah. Yep. It's
Diva?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I could see it when I pull my phone out of the lights. Oh my God.
I love Diva so much. I wear this one all the time. Like, I've got quite the dip in the pan. So if anyone is like a rose gold or a coppery lover like me, if you don't have Diva, you're missing out. It's just so So pretty. Oh, thank you so much for asking this question. These Livemas giveaways are not international. That's US and Canada. The next giveaway of mine that will be international is my 5K though. So that'll be coming around the corner. So come back for that one. Thanks for asking that question. All right. So Diva, love Diva so much. Okay.
Oh my God, how fun. That looks so good.
I was like, I've got to pull out one that I just haven't seen many people talk about, because I think you have some beautiful, like I love Erratic. That's a gorgeous one. It's sort of like Moonlit Sister, but with less sparklies. I just think that there's so many, like I go down, I like scroll through the Devinah Cosmetics website. I'm like, ooh, pretty. That one's really pretty. That one's really pretty. So it's like, you know, definitely take a little like stroll down the treasure trove. Okay. So this one here, I'm going to move my fat finger. Oh, close. I think it's until I get it swatched. The laptop isn't
marshmallow pillows
doing. I meant close as in like close, kind of like shades. You're not in the right collection, but ooh,
oh my God,
it's like freaking out my camera.
Ooh, yeah, that has to be Thusa.
So flashy. Yeah, it's Thusa. Oh my gosh, look, it's like hologram. This is,
oh my
like,
God, I love her.
It's like weird CGI, like, oh yeah, it's Thusa. It looks fake. It's so bright, it looks fake. Okay, so yeah, this is it. You're doing so good. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna stump you. Okay, we're gonna do one more.
Well, you did on Bubble Fizz. I got stumped on that one.
Yeah, that's the only one though. You've done pretty good. I'm impressed. Okay, one more.
Oh crap.
Okay, I'm gonna swatch it because I feel like this is another one. Oh, okay, so I'm just gonna pull Cecily's comment up so we can hear about the iced coffee road rage. That breaks my heart. That's a waste of iced coffee. That person was not worth it. You deserve your caffeination.
If I would have saw that, Cecily, I would have been like, yeah.
Be cheering on. Okay, so here is our last shade we're gonna do. So
okay, let me see. I'm waiting for it to pop up on my phone. Okay, there we go. Okay, that has to be. Oh my God, I feel so bad. Is that Kazookles?
You're close.
It's not Kazookles. What the hell shade is that?
This was the one I thought maybe would stump you. That's why I'm pulling it out at the end.
Oh my God. I need to call a friend.
Okay, let me see if it's in the nobody's got it. Nobody's got it in the comments yet.
Does anybody have this? I'm looking in the comments. Let's see.
Nobody has it.
Oh my God, that's not Puffles. Okay, so it's not Puffle or Kazookles. Nope. I said Kazookles, right?
Nope. It's a short word.
A short word. Great.
trying to give you some.
That doesn't help.
Okay. Do 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 do.
Puffles.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's Runts.
Oh my God, Runts! I wasn't even thinking Exploders. Oh wait, yeah, I was, because Kazookles is in Exploders.
Yeah, that's why I was like, yeah. I had a feeling this was gonna be the one that would get you. So, but you did really good. You did really good. So I was trying to pull out some. I was like, I can't pull out too many of the new ones. I gotta try to like go back a little bit. So I got that one because of you, because I didn't have any of the Exploders yet. And you were like, what? You gotta get some Exploders. So I was like, okay. And then I fell in love with that one. So, oh, Linda. So it's so funny. That would have been such a giveaway. If I did Tucana, DeAndra knows that I'm obsessed with that shade. She would have immediately been like, oh, Tucana. Like, plus I feel like, we did have someone say Runts. I don't know if it was said before I said it. So yeah.
Zia said
Oh,
it,
it
Simran.
is. Yeah, it is. It's a beautiful shade. It's beautiful on the lid. It's a beautiful inner corner. Like, it makes me so happy. Okay. So should we talk about the giveaway? So we can talk about that and then we'll do a couple questions.
Okay.
So for tonight's giveaway, I just have to say thank you so much to DeAndra, because when she heard that I was wanting to do a giveaway, she was like, I'm totally in. Like, I will absolutely do that. So thank you so much. This is super kind of you. So I'll share the first one and then you can share the others, but I already kind of hinted it.
Okay.
One winner will be getting the new Fantasia palette in its entirety. So all of these beautiful shades. I'm sure that you have all probably seen her. I do have a video up here on my channel with looks and eye swatches of all the shimmers. So that will be going out. And then, so that's what I was planning on. And DeAndra, you were just so nice to be like, let's do more. And so do you want to share what else you'll be sending out?
We will be sending out the brushes, the full, not my spatula, the full brush set. These are my
That's
brushes
so
that I use, by the way.
exciting.
So I don't want to put them too close to the camera because they are
It's okay.
dirty,
They're well
but you'll get
loved. It's
full,
okay.
full brush set along with specular and prelusion eye base. So you'll have a full kit, I guess. You'll have your brushes, your glue, your base, and your palette.
Yeah, all of the new launches from Devinah. So thank you so much, DeAndra. That's incredible. I just can't say thank you enough for your generosity. So somebody will be winning that. So make sure you all have dropped your unicorn emoji into the comments, because I will be coming back to check to make sure that the winner of the Google form, that they were present during this live. So
Yes.
all right. So let's take a couple more questions. I wanted to pull up. Do you have a couple minutes, DeAndra? Do you have a couple more minutes?
I have as long as I'm done working, so I have as long as you want. You want to stay in here for 3 hours? We can stay in here for 3 hours.
Well, we talked about doing an overnight so that you can kind of get your sleep back on track. So maybe that's what we'll do. We'll just stay up all night answering questions.
I know.
Okay. All right. So another question that I thought was good is, I mean, these were all really great. So let's see. I think the one that was in here is, where do you find your inspiration for each collection? I think that that's always really interesting to hear.
Okay, so I don't know. I just have random thoughts at times. Like my mind, I have I have an overactive mind. I'm always thinking. And I guess it's very noticeable because Roger will see me and he'll always be like, what's going on in there right now? And I know what he's talking about. He can see that I have things just going on, and I'll share with him, and then he'll be like, that's pretty cool, and I come up with things. I have a big imagination. Obviously, if you can't tell by all of the bundles that we've created. So it's random things from my childhood. I'm one of those people that I remember things that have happened to me as early as age 2. A lot of things. And
Wow.
it's not by photographic memory, like looking at photographs. If you look at a picture, it'll trigger a piece of the memory. No, I can just out of the blue just remember things. And then sometimes I doubt myself and I'll think like, okay, am I just making this up or did it really happen? And I'll ask people and they'll be like, oh yeah, I remember that. So I just have a very good imagination and memory. A lot of my inspiration comes from things that I loved as a child. Obviously, I loved mermaids and unicorns. I wanted to make Fantasia a little bit more grungy, though, not so much like Rainbow Bright type of unicorn, to fit, because I'm grown up now. I'm not little girl. I'm more grown up and more subdued. So I wanted to have like a very masculine looking type of
Yeah, and
unicorn.
he is. Like, this is Magnus, right? So I think
Yes.
it's definitely like that deep, mysterious, like, okay, because we all grew up with Lisa Frank, right? This is sort of
Yeah.
like the grown up, more like,
Version.
yeah, like romantic, like sort of like dark academia version
Yes.
of like that vibe, right? It's definitely more
Right.
grown up. Oh, Becky, absolutely. You can still love Rainbow Bright.
Yes, we can. Absolutely. I'm not downing that at all, at all. But just to fit the aesthetic a little bit more because I don't want to come out with kid type of stuff. That's not, it wouldn't feel normal for me as a makeup person and creating the makeup to come out with more like kid animated type things. Although I love that type of stuff too. Don't get me wrong. But like my imagination, what I have coming for next year is going to be something different that I haven't seen brands do.
Ooh.
And I'm so excited for what we have coming next. And I think it'll tie in because I feel like a lot of people aren't interested on where my mind frame is on inspiration. And it's hard for me to say like where it actually came from because it's stuff that I've had in my head for years, stuff that I've seen or thought of years ago. But next year with what I have, I think it'll kind of tie in like the inspiration. And then plus maybe I just have an overactive brain because I was a heavy book reader when I was young. When
Me
I
too.
would go, we lived right down the street from a library, and in the summertime I'd ride my bike, and I had one of those, I'm old school. I had one of the banana seat bikes. If any of you guys are older, like in, around my age, 46, right around, I had a banana seat bike, and I would ride my bike to the library, and I would come home with a stack of books. They would rest on my leg and like all the way up to my armpit, and I'd be riding my book home with about 15 books, and I would read all of them, all the fantasy stories, all the scary stories. Like I would read everything. So I love writing. Obviously, I said that earlier. So if you look at like the stories that I wrote for Fantasia in the product description,
Yeah.
that was fun. And I do that when I'm laying down in bed. Like I'll write my little stories. Being a book
And
writer
I
would have
think
been
a
fun
lot
for
of
me, I
people
think.
don't read enough of the description. Like you do a lot of fun little bits in your descriptions. And so I think a
Yeah.
lot of people, it's just like, oh, pretty, ping, ping. And they double tap and then they like move on. But I always love kind of like
Mhm.
reading. And I think it's just a cool way to kind of see the insight, the vibe behind, a launch too. So that's
Yeah.
cool. I see people, I just have to say, because like, we got some people talking about Gem. Y'all, do you remember there was a really lame ass gem collection at one point from some brand? I'm just gonna
Yes.
say that. Like, I love gem, and I was
Yes.
like, what is this? Like, I would love to
Yes.
see, granted, with trademarking and stuff, you probably couldn't, but it's like if somebody did like a really
Yeah.
good grown-up gem, that would be really cool. So I just been seeing that in the comments, and I was like, yes, I love gem. And then when I saw the stuff come out, I was like, wah, wah. So that was like super disappointing because that was my jam. Like I was like,
Yeah.
all about that. But yeah, I mean, like, I think, see, this is why we should all be having our kids learn to read, like some sort of, I think I'm such a reader, and I feel like if people don't enjoy reading, they just haven't found the right like topic yet. It's like you can find something that you're going to be interested to read, because it really does like fuel the imagination. And look where it took you, into a world of
Yeah.
makeup creations. Not, I mean, I bet that people would not necessarily like think that. Okay, so speaking of reading, you are well read, as is very clear in some of your shade names. And I'm going to call you out on some of this. So y'all, especially for anybody who is a creator in the chat right now, sometimes I'm like Googling these names, and I've got the like little robot that's like telling me how to
Good.
pronounce it.
I'm
So
so
I
happy to hear
pulled
that. That's the whole goal.
I know, but there's nothing like stumbling through a shade name. It's like, oh my gosh. So I am going to challenge DeAndra to pronounce some of the shade names. So let me see if I
I'm
am
going to mess
talented
up on
enough
some of them.
here. So let's see. Share a screen. Uh-huh. How
Oh,
how
you're
am
getting
I
fancy.
gonna do this here? Yeah, I am. I'm just gonna try to see how I can do this. Okay. Oh, of course, now I'm on my own. Hold on. Okay. I just have to figure out how to get back to screen sharing. Is this the one that I want? Oh, how do I do it? Oh man, I used to know how to do this, and now I'm like, how do I? Okay, hold on. We're gonna. Okay,
Here, while
maybe
you
I
do
will
that,
have to
I'll
go
read,
to.
or you
Yeah,
got it? Or
yeah.
I could
You
put in
no.
some
Why don't you
comments.
answer some questions and comments? Yeah, that's cool
Yeah,
because I'm
okay.
trying to figure this out here.
Okay, so I'm going to start at the bottom and then I'll work my way up, guys. I'm looking at the comments. So Cecily says, in one of DeAndra's lives on Instagram, we were talking about trashy romance novels and someone sent us a list of books to read. Yes. Okay, that's another thing I have fallen down. And I just told you about it, Kelly. I've fallen down the dark, smutty, erotic, like I have to fan myself. I can't take this right now. Like I need to put the book down. And it's wonderful. I love it. But there's a lot of triggers. So if in this genre of books, if you don't like rape, there's it's a dark horror romance. So if you don't like that type of genre, do not read these books. Me, I could read anything. And this genre that I stumbled on, fantastic. Like these writers, I thought my mind was creative. These writers are freaking on a whole nother scope. And I have a favorite. If this is my favorite right now. I'm so bad. I actually bought every book that she has. Oh, here we go. Okay, let me just tell you. I bought every book that she
Yeah,
has.
go ahead.
Her name is H.D. Carlton, and she writes like dark romance. I think that's what it's called, dark romance. It's not dark horror, it's dark romance. Check the triggers though if there's things that you don't like to read about. But if you're okay with some of the triggers, then oh my god, be a buddy reader with me because I bought every book that she has, which I think is like 6 books, and she's in the middle of writing another book and I'm like, give me, give me, give me, give me. I can't wait. Okay,
So
so
what you'll have to do, maybe if you like share it to your Instagram stories after this live so that people can like if you just because I know you
oh yeah.
shared some screenshot with me so people can find it like through your Amazon store or something. Does that kind of make
Oh
sense?
yeah, that's what I should
Isn't that how
do.
you
Yeah,
shared
I'll
it?
put them
Yeah.
on my Amazon store. Yeah, I'll do that.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay, so
All right.
here we are.
So
I have 4. I just did 4 shades. And this way you can like share with everybody how they're pronounced so that and this is one that I have been wearing a lot lately. That's actually why I pulled it up because I was like, man, I just love the shade. It's like this like grungified neutral, like with a little khaki to it. I love this one.
yes, I love the shade too. This is actually like pretty much my skin color. So I could put this in my crease and you would never see it. And I love it because it will help like with other colors. So I love this
Yeah.
one. And this,
Do you think
I
that you
pronounce
have
it
an olive
Kalon.
skin tone?
Yeah, I do. I
Yeah.
do have
Okay. See,
olive.
that's why it works for me too. So yeah. So Kalon. Okay. Yeah. And that's like that's oh, mine's got a little chip, but that's this one here. Oh, maybe I can't even. So okay, so Kalon. I've got
Hmm.
one spot missing. I need to somebody tell me what their favorite mats are so that I can add one more. I have a whole other Devinah matte palette that I'm filling up with like cool tones, but I need one more for this. Okay, so this one, I know this one tripped up a lot of people when
Okay, let's see.
when
What
this launch
is
happened.
it?
So
Okay, what
let me
is it?
see
What is it?
here. All right, so let's see. We will let's see, pull up
Another one of my little
this.
obsessions is when I watch YouTubers that like say shade names. I love watching them pronounce the words and I giggle. I always giggle. It's so fun to me. Okay, this one is I
Yeah.
pronounce it amphitrite.
Okay, amphitrite.
Yeah.
This is so I mean, oh,
This
I
is
I just love all of these photos, like, ooh, so delicious.
this is amphitrite. She's gorgeous.
Okay, amphitrite. Is everybody taking notes so that we can all be pronouncing these shades? Okay, so then let's see here. We have another one of my favorite mats. Also, if there's anyone that's in the chat right now that has not tried Devinah mats, get at least one in your next order because they're just beautiful, especially if you love some grungy shades. Like you love color, but you love it to be a little grungy. Like Devinah has some of the best.
Okay, so for this one, the way I pronounce it is Sadati.
Sadati.
Yeah.
See, and that's
So
different. I
that's how,
think I've always said Saudade. And so
yeah,
Sadati. Okay, cool.
I
See,
say
I'm
Sadati.
learning. Okay. Oh, I see. Oh, Esme. I love Esme. I saw people are starting to like recommend mats in the chat. So
Oh, yeah.
love that.
Esme
Okay.
is one of my favorites.
Okay, so we have one more here. Where did I put that one? Another one that I
And
think
this is Neurites.
Neurites. Ah, so pretty. So pretty. You do such a beautiful job with your photo shoots. Like I love it. It's like eye candy. It's just so pleasing to the eye. I
Thank
always enjoy
you.
getting to see. Okay, so let's see. Pop this back up. Okay, cool. So we had a little pronunciation lesson. We quizzed you here with the shades. Well, not here. That's with this one. Which, by the way, I just have to say, I love these little 9 pans. Like even just the little, because you still have these on your site, right? The little holographic ones. I think
Uh-huh.
that these are just so cute. So it's
Yeah.
blinding my camera, but all right. So, and I think that you have shared this before, but we have a question. Where do you come up with the names of the shades?
The names, it depends on the collection. Like Carnival Suites, those I just came up with those names for Carnival Suites. Exploders was based on Willy Wonka. Again, that's childhood stuff. So I grabbed all old candies, Willy Wonka candies. So that was Exploders. Um, the galaxy dust is actually named after different galaxies in the sky, different like sky type or space type nebulas and things. Um, and I like to pull, which now it's becoming a more of a common thing, which is cool. Maybe it's setting a trend, but now I'm seeing a lot more brands using harder names for their
Mm.
eyeshadows, and I think it's cool because I look it up, and when I had started Davina, I kind of slowly, like, introduced these hard names. I didn't do it at the start because people have probably been like, "What the hell is this?" But it was my goal to have very unique and thought out names for shadows because, again, we all can learn new words. And if you look at the meaning of Kalon, if you look at the meaning of Sadati, they're very, very beautiful names. Um, so
Well, and like
that's
Mystic
how,
Cove it was a lot of like mythology based, right? Because like, and
yeah.
I think that that's so cool because I mean, and when I was sent the shadows, you had kind of written out a little bit. But for people who
Oh, yeah.
do
A
like
little
look it
story
up,
about
you
them.
really get to kind of see like a little bit about it. So if you haven't been into mythology, which I love, like I've been into that for a long time, but it's just a way to kind of like learn little snippets, which I think is it's just a cool thing that you kind of do where it's like, oh, a
Yeah.
little bit of knowledge for the day. Okay,
Yeah.
so I
And like,
had a couple questions that I had wanted to ask you. And this is one that in my last week, I did the holiday tag and I had one question that I missed. So I thought that we could both answer it tonight because I'm actually kind of curious. But what is your favorite holiday movie?
my favorite holiday movie,
Since we're rolling into the holidays.
it would probably be Daddy's Home Part 2. Is that a
Oh,
holiday
I haven't
movie?
seen it. I haven't seen it.
Part 2? Because they're doing the Christmas thing on
Yeah,
Daddy's Home.
then
I
yeah.
love Marky Mark.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But besides that, my favorite holiday movie, actually, I take it back. That would be my, like, I would not mind having Daddy's Home Part 2 on replay throughout the day, but my favorite holiday movie is The Grinch with Jim Carrey. That's my
Okay.
favorite
Is
holiday
it?
movie. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I, I
Um,
last year, was it last year? Jeremy and I ended up one night late, like, and holidays just can kind of be stressful. We ended up catching
mhm.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation on TV, and we laughed so hard. I was like, we have to do this every year. Like it was just such crazy fun. I was like, this is perfect. This is just a way
Yeah,
to kind of get all the stress off and just like laugh at the ridiculousness. So right now that's probably in
yeah,
my like top rankings. It's definitely a
that's
good one.
good. That's a good one. There's that other movie too where they have, what is it called? Where it's, I think it's Danny DeVito, and he is trying to outdo the neighbor across the street with the lights.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, I know the
you-
one that you're talking about.
oh, I forgot what that was. A good Christmas movie too. I really like that one also. But The Grinch, I I love The Grinch.
Yeah, I think that that's a I think that, and I'm not a Will Ferrell person, but I feel like Grinch and Elf are like two of like the top holiday movies. Like I think that a
Yeah,
lot of people watch that. Yeah, see, Christmas Vacation. That's a
yeah,
good one.
Christmas
Okay,
Vacation was
so
it.
I know that you addressed this in your live, but I just saw this question here. Is Halo Moon gone forever? Do you want to explain what happened there?
Yeah, Halo Moon is gone, and you know what? I haven't even checked to see. The only 2 shadows that we had remaining from that collection is Marama and Nokomis during Black Friday. I don't know if they're still in stock right now. Nokomis is staying. The other 5 shades are gone. So right now, I am in the process of trying to find the Halo Moon is gonna be reborn. It's gonna rise again. Once I can try and I wanna try and mimic as close as I can, which I it's probably gonna be very hard with these type of multichrome pigments, but it's gone.
Yeah, I think, and I feel like so I know just from coming from the hair side of the industry, like product and like ingredient sourcing has become like the Hunger Games. Like everybody's out there. And so it's really shifting products as we know it because everything is just becoming so like short.
Well,
So
also, I think it's like the pigments are made, they're all pigments are labbed. That's how they make mica. It's all
mhm,
synthetic, so it's all labbed. But over the 8 years that I've been doing this, you see colors come and go,
sure.
especially when it comes to mica-based pigments. Now, oxides are a what's used for mattes. That's a whole different category. That's
Yeah.
ground from rocks and stones and stuff. So those colors are they're not they won't become obsolete because they earth those things. But with mica and the type of pigments that you can get in mica powders, it's like the manufacturers all over, they put them on rotate and they come out with some and they'll keep them for a while, and then they drop them off. And as they're dropping them off, they're coming out with new things that you can use and mix with. So it's battle of the makeup world. That's all
Yeah.
it is. So hopefully I can try and do a Halo Moon has risen or something and bring back another collection. But Nokomis, which I'm so thankful for, because out
Oh,
of all the ultraviolet type pigments that I've seen people swatch, and I'm active in our little indie community, I
mhm.
still have yet to see someone that can swatch exactly a Nokomis shade as a dupe. So
Yeah. I mean,
I'm so excited about that.
and honestly, like I told you, so for all of you that like weren't following on my Instagram, I had Nokomis on my inner corner when I was just working in Vegas, and I was so I put it on at like 5 a.m. in Vegas, and I wore it all day. I got to the airport, I got my first flight done, and then they're like, "Oh, hey, just kidding. We're gonna delay your flight. We're gonna delay your flight. We're gonna delay your flight. Oh, now we're gonna rush and get you on the plane at 11:57 at night. We're going to sit you down and
Oh
then we're
my
going to take you off the
gosh.
plane," and be like, "Just kidding. Your flight is now at 5 a.m." And so I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm going to go to a hotel to lay under a blanket for 2 hours because I'm like freezing. And so I did that. But that meant I got home and had to go basically straight to the salon. Like I got picked up, I changed my clothes, brushed my teeth, literally did not have time to wash my face, do anything. And I get to work and like my clients were all like, "Ooh, your eye makeup is so pretty. What is that right here? It's so glowy." I'm like, "Well, it's a shade that has now been on my face literally for like 27 hours." Like I was like, and it was going strong. So she still is an amazing shade. So I'm glad that that's here. I did look on the Devinah site and Murama is sold out. So
It is sold out. Okay.
yeah, it is sold out. But
Yeah.
if you don't
So
have Nicole
anybody who picked that up, I'm glad for people who do have it, because at least, people still, those shades were beautiful, and it was a shame. And it's one of my favorite, because now that just leaves our sugar drops as our like translucent, because Halo Moon was translucent. So now the only other translucent set that we have is the sugar drops. So I was like, oh my God. Oh well, can't cry over spilt milk. It is what it is.
And to be born future things, it's like sometimes it's like that was an era. Now we're moving into our Halo Moon Rising era. It's like it's just part of it. Okay, so I'm gonna take one more question, and I know that we're running over, so I want to respect everybody's time. But where was that question? Is it Elise or Eliz? So let me know the pronunciation. But for both of you, which is your favorite collection? So before you answer, what was it? Probably like a year ago, I asked DeAndra, "Hey, I need a list of your favorite eyeshadow shades, and I'm going to make a palette." Yeah, we did the Queen of the Crescent palette. So I think actually I put that one down in the description box along with my Devinah playlist in case anybody wants to see it. But now I feel like, DeAndra, I'm going to have to ask you for like an update, because so much you've come up with so many amazing things since then. And I'm sure now it's like, well, gosh, now I'd probably pick an entire different like 10 shades. So yeah, so I would love to know, do you have a favorite collection? I'm sure it's kind of hard, but
it is hard because I would, like we were talking about earlier before the live, like I wear black all the time. Like today I did something different, you guys. Like I'm wearing black on my under eye and Magnus on my outer corner, where I would usually wear Karma on my outer corner and then slap any shadow, a shimmer shadow over my eyelid, and then use a accent color under my eyes. I don't have a favorite collection, but I do have favorite shadows because I am the eyeshadow emporium. So I have my top.
Right. Yeah.
But a favorite eyeshadow collection that I do have, like if I had to pick, if someone twisted my arm and said, you need to pick a favorite collection right now, hands down, it would be Mystic Cove. Just because of the shadows that are in Mystic Cove, like the color range. I think it has the perfect tone of colors as a collection set in a multi-chrome version, which is very trendy and popular, still going strong. Multi-chromes are still going strong. I thought that was going to be like a little fade, or what is it called? A facade, like or something like.
Yeah.
But it's still like people still love their colors. So if I had to choose, it would be Mystic Cove.
I did share this, but I'm going to share again, and I'm just going to do a couple because I've got them right here. So I think that my favorite is still like, I just still love the Galaxy Dust Shifters. For me, I think that there's just, like I said, they're so smooth, and I really appreciate that they're shifty, but they're smooth. They go on really beautiful. So I'm gonna I'll just swatch a couple because I've got them here. You're making earlier today, I was like, I was getting out some of these shades, and I totally dug my finger right into Zombie, and I was like, no. So I was just like, oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up a couple of these. And the nice thing about this is like these ones are so beautiful. I mean, like for me, the value is totally here because like in the bundle, you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shades for $56. So I already shared Messier, but I'm gonna do a little finger swatch of that one. And we all know that I love Celesta. Let's see. Oh, that one is in
so
my
horrible.
BYOP for the month. Like
I didn't even grab any shades to swatch with you. What a
That's
loser
okay.
I am.
Well, I'm the host. At least I'm prepared. I'm just saying. So,
Oh,
okay.
wait.
So
Okay, I do have to show this though really quick.
yeah, go for it.
Cecily said when she sees me, where was it at? She says, when I think of DeAndra, I think of Karma, Grunge, Patrina, and Nokomis. And actually, Cecily, this palette that I had used that has Karma in it when I was doing my eyes, this is like,
yeah,
it's close to what you said. This one right here that has Serious Pan is my Karma. I
look
mean,
at that.
that's how
Oh
much I
my
use it.
gosh. That is
And then
crazy.
this is Midnight Sun, Fairy Fire, Virago, and then I believe this one is Thermosphere and Karma. Oh my
Ooh,
God,
pretty.
these two together. I think, didn't you wear a look like that, Kelly? I think you did, didn't you?
Yeah.
You did a black
Because
with
when you did
something really.
winter, yeah, because you did. I was like, oh, I gotta try a blue look. Like I was like, I gotta do that. So these are some of the Galaxy Dust Shifters, and I just
Yeah, those are
love.
pretty.
They're just so pretty. I mean, they're so smooth, and I mean, Celesta is still one of my all-time favorite. It's like that grungy green gold, and I love
Mhm.
that you can layer these over color and make them even more pop, or you can very easily just blend them on and have like a almost like slightly translucent. So they just make me super happy, and they look pretty. Like I think that like Celesta I'll do over a green and it looks different than if I
Mhm.
do it over a black, or if I do it,
Right.
so it's like they're like changing depending on, what you put underneath them. And I think that that's really your style, is you always layer, or at least almost always layer a dark shadow and then put something shimmery over the top of it, so that's really like
Yeah.
where you get that like incredibly like high dimension look from. And I like having something that I have the option to do that. And then it's also, kind of like, or it's just really quick and I just want to do like, something shimmery and like soft. So I just really like the
Right.
fact that, it's the way that we all like to play, right? So that was a great question.
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like we got a lot of the questions. Is there anything else that you want to share with everybody before we head out tonight? Anything that you want to?
God, I feel like I talk so much. I can't even think right now. Not, no, just we have
No.
the gift card sale. If any of you guys
Yeah.
are still looking for last minute gifts, or you can pick up a gift card for yourself because we do have some things coming down the pipeline. 2024 is going to be a good year, I think. I'm
Yeah.
excited for
So
it.
why not get ready for 2024 new releases and gift yourself a gift card for 20% off. So, and you said that
Mhm.
that's going through the 22nd, right? I think that was what you said.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
and like we said, you can stack codes. So if you purchase the gift card, you can use it at a later date or that same day after you purchase. Make sure you use a code. Mine's Keep Beauty Real. You can use whatever you want. There's
Mhm.
also like, I think you even shared a code recently. So, stack those sales on sales. I am that person. Jeremy's always like laughing at me, but I'm like,
Mhm.
listen, I know the tricks. I know the tricks so that, we can
Yeah.
get a couple more single shadows. So,
Yeah.
all right. And the gift cards don't expire, right? We had a question about that.
No, gift
Okay.
cards, that's like cash.
Yeah.
So, and if you ever, a cool thing is if you ever misplace your gift card, or if you think you might have a gift card that still has a little bit of balance on it, as long as you remember your email that you used when you purchased the gift card, you can always send me an email, and then I can't see what the gift card code is, like the numbers of the gift card that you would have to punch in, but I can resend it to you so that you would get it.
Good to know. That's great to know. Awesome.
So
Well, DeAndra, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. This was a lot of fun.
thank
I
you for
had
having me.
thanks for letting me put you up to the challenge of guessing your own shades. You did a great job. I was very impressed.
Oh my
So,
God. I'm so
and for
nervous.
everybody in the live, again, I have DeAndra's Instagram and her YouTube channel so that you can check out Devinah After Dark. I know I'm excited for the next live. I'm sure you and Roger just deserve a little bit of a break with the holidays and after Black Friday. We got to get you some sleep. So,
Yes.
but you
Oh,
should all stay tuned for those in the future. And I'm excited to see what's coming in 2024. So for all of you again, if you came in, I see here we've got some unicorns being dropped. So drop those emojis. If you're here for the live, the Google form is in the description. And by the way, you have 24 hours to fill out for that giveaway. I'm going to close that in 24 hours, and the winner will be announced in the next live next week. So thank you all so much. Please don't forget to like the video if you had a good time, and subscribe if you want to hang out in the future. You know, I will have more Devinah content coming down the road, hopefully with some goodies from 2024. I can't wait to see what's coming out.
thanks, guys, for being here.
Thank
Thank you, Kelly,
you.
for having me.
Oh, yeah. Everybody have a great night, and I will see you really soon. Bye.